right. Can y'all hear me? Hope everything is well. Hope everybody's having a good week. A happy Wednesday. Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. Yes. So, I have had a week, but the less said about that, the better. I'm here with my friend Misty. She stepped out for a moment to take a phone call, but hopefully she's going to be helping me a little bit with the stream because I picked up some video games and they are heavy. Some video game systems and they are heavy. Some video game equipment and it is heavy. Oh, thank you, and welcome in SDG. Welcome in, yes, and welcome in Dark Coup Patrol and Crystal and SDG. Yes, there was some awesome hot dogs. Yeah, so Google was sort of like, this road is not closed. And I was like, that road is closed. And Google was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, it is closed. I'm pretty sure it's closed because the signs say it is closed. And Google's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, it is. And I kept trying to route around it, and Google was like, no, keep going. And I was like, no, I don't think so. But I did find some awesome hot dogs. It's one of the best restaurants in the country, actually. And it was very delicious. The only way to have your hot dog, really. So just don't drive into it. Like, I was trying not to. Thank you, Aniv. Nothing but bangers. Yeah, I was trying not to, but I drove through some very scary territory. We're talking like Trump 2024 with no trespassing signs posted everywhere, and you know, like all kinds of different farm animals and dogs, and you know, like everything, and gravel roads and like trees and all. It was very pretty, you know, because it's October, but I was like, meow, hey prop. But yes, so the systems and games that I picked up. So I picked up some Switch and PS5 games on Prime Day, which, you know, is kind of typical. But I also picked up a bunch of terrible Wii games and something called the Magnavox Odyssey and some other Odyssey related items. Ooh. Hour to need to, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna try and make this quick because I do have things to do as well today, prop. So we'll run through it. But the Odyssey, it's really the star of the show, all of the Odyssey stuff. And I don't know as much about the Odyssey as I want to, but I want to really talk about the Odyssey as much as I know about it. So I'm going to try and like take things out and like show it off because it's a really fascinating piece of equipment, really, and it's a fascinating piece of history, of video game history, and the really infancy of video gaming history. So, but first we'll show off the boring stuff that everybody has, you know, that you can get it, you can get anywhere, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. We'll give people time to show up. And then we'll show off the cool stuff, I think, is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna show off the people can watch the VOD. That's what we're gonna do. People can watch the VOD. I'll post it to YouTube. It'll be fine. So yeah, let me walk. I'm gonna walk over there. Stuff's in bags. We'll walk over there. It's gonna be chill. Missy's still on the phone. It's going to be fine. So I'll be right back. I'm not going to put on the BRB because it's like 2 feet away. somebody followed. According to my little thing there. Maybe somebody unfollowed and then followed? I don't know. But something happened. Thank you. So we're going to go through the boring stuff first. I mean, it's not boring. But it's cool. It's cool on its own way. It's nice to add to the collection. So we've got some Switch stuff. We've got Rune Factory 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I'm going to go through these fast. Metroid Prime Remastered. Hey, Misty. Misty's back.
Sorry, I had to deal with Lyra stuff.
Oh, no, it's fine. Fire Emblem Engage. And Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So, that's, you know, some Prime Day stuff. And then more, yeah, some good games there. And then some more Prime Day stuff. I got me some Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I don't know what this is, but it was on sale. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. I'm excited about that. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. And then Spider-Man Miles Morales. Excited about this one, too. Okay. So, you wanna sit? You wanna?
Sure. I'm just gonna hand you more things.
Yeah, hand me the Wii games. So, we got Wii games, and none of these. Oh, you're at like 80%. Ooh. So okay, these are bad Wii games. Something that I love. Bad Wii games. So almost none of these are good. I got maybe one or two good Wii games, and the rest bad. You know me and Wii games, right? So we've got Buck Fever. No Skylanders games. I'm sorry, Prop. Trixie in Toyland. This game is notoriously bad. Chaotic Shadow Warriors. Bust a Move. Bash. No, Skylanders games are decent. Some of them are pretty good.
Bust a Move.
We've got Build and Race. Build and Race. All right, let's keep going. Hey, Aniv played his first play the demo or whatever on Steam. Good job, Aniv. Aniv is a bot.
Yeah, good job, Aniv.
Bust a Move. So you know that game with like the little bubbles and you shoot the bubble up? That's Bust a Move, Crystal.
Bubble shooter.
Yeah, that's Bust a Move. So Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune. Eddie, congratulations again. Eddie's gonna be a daddy.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I hate it here is the best. Aniv quote. No, last night, Aniv, I donated some money to Sugar's stream, and Aniv did the Sugar Falcon love heart, but then he did Sugar Falcon middle finger in the middle of it. And I was like, oh my god, Aniv. But you, says Buttspot. Thank you, Buttspot. Alright, so Attack of the Movies 3D. This one's lenticular. I kinda got it just because the cover's lenticular. Monsters vs. Aliens. This probably has potential to be decent. Maybe not, though. Billy the Wizard. And if it's canonically Scottish, is that true? I don't know. Chicken Shoot. This one, I see this on Scott the Woz all the time, so I got it. Chicken Shoot. Sid the Dummy, the crash test dummy. I don't even know who. I don't know who made him either. The Conduit. Monster Trucks Mayhem. Several Monster Trucks. Do I already have that one?
I don't know.
I have a bunch of Monster Trucks games. I don't think I have that one. Monster Trucks Arena.
No, you don't have Mayhem.
No, I don't have Mayhem, yeah. Army Rescue. Animal Kingdom Wildlife Expedition. Like, none of these are good at all. They have...
that case.
What?
Show the back of that case.
Oh, show the back of this case?
Does anybody remember the wild thornberries?
Oh, yeah, wild thornberries, right?
That's exactly what that reminds me.
It does remind me of the wild thornberries. Like, none of these have any hope of being any good. Family Game Night 2 is a classic, but it's also very, very bad. I don't have this, actually. Fishing Master maybe has a hope of being good.
Oh, what is it?
Smoke!
Hi, bud.
It's Smoke!
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Look at my baby.
Here, let's put ourselves in a more flattering angle, maybe.
Yeah. The Trouble Puffs. Put the Trouble Puffs away. Thank you for the meow prop. Yeah, Eddie says, kitty. Yeah, his name is Smoke. He's a good boy.
You're being a lap cat.
Yeah, he's a very good boy.
Oh.
We do have to take care of Simba. We'll do that later. We'll do that right after. We're going to run through this, and then we're going to take care of Simba.
All right, Smoke. Good boy. There's more. Oh, wait. There's more.
But wait, there's more. Yes, there is. Somehow there's more Wii games.
Oh.
Oh, and a DS game. I did see this. I forgot about the DS game. Magic School Bus explores the oceans.
Miss Frizz?
Alright. Sim Animals Africa. This is actually a kind of rare game. I found out this game is pretty rare. World Series Baseball Double Play. It has 2 games on one disc. And it's kind of hard to find. But it's not, like, good or anything. It's just hard to find. Alright. Igor. I had to get this for Igor. If you know, you know. Nitro Bike. And Need for Speed Undercover. So, that's an okay game. Oh, there's more.
And there's more.
And there's more.
Out of that bag.
That's the last one. Okay.
Okay.
So, Simba's got his furs all matted. We need to trim him. Missy's gonna help me with that because I am way too worried about hurting him. And Missy worked at a vet's office for
12 years.
Several years. Yeah. How long? 12 years. Yeah. So she knows what she's doing, and I'm just terrified I'm going to hurt him, and that's actually hurting him that I'm scared. It's leaving his fur matted for too long, so. Alright, My Sims. This is actually kind of a classic game.
Oh, you're okay.
He wants to be held.
Oh, yeah.
But then he also doesn't want to be held.
There you go. It's got to be on your terms. I understand. You're a cat.
Many desktop... That's a good question, Crystal. We're probably going to move the GameCube games back into the other room. One Piece Unlimited Adventure, a good game? What? That's a game I was looking for. Oh.
Yep, there goes your...
And Heavenly Guardian. That's as tall as the computer.
I'm good. How are you?
Alright. So, yes. I'm going to move these, and then I'm going to start explaining Odyssey things. So, yes. I have to, this is precarious. I got some good stuff and some bad stuff. It's interesting. So, I think what's good about all these is if I have people like choosing games for me, especially out of the Wii collection, like for Wii Wednesdays, because I want to get back into doing Wii Wednesdays, and for Wii Wednesdays people can choose, literally they can choose anything from Metroid and Mario Galaxy all the way to Animal Kingdom Wildlife Expedition or whatever. You know, so it's what's great. You know, there's variety now. I mean, there's so much variety. There's, I think, 250 games now, which is, yes. There's, you know, the thing we could do, we could always have people choose, or we could do a random number generator, or we could do any number of things. So it's really up to however the community wants to do it. Yes, RNG is spicy. All right, let me put these down in multiple piles, and then we will get into some other things, which I don't think I'll ever be able to play on stream because they're so old, but we'll get to it, and I'll at least show it off. All right,
I'm gonna change one thing on the calendar real quick.
All right.
And then I need to edit that to the 8-bit 3.
Oh, there's actually a couple of Wii games back here. Oh, Mike was looking at them. Just kidding, guys. There's more Wii games. I don't know if they can hear me. Probably. Okay. Make a pile back here. Pile here. I don't think they can hear me very well because that microphone's pointing in a different direction. Sorry. There's actually a couple more Wii games. Sim Animals, The Monkey King, and you'll like this one, Misty. Real Heroes Firefighter.
Woo!
Alright.
I wonder if it's realistic.
Probably not. Alright. So the console is called, it's not what console are they, it's what console is it. And there's actually three consoles. Yes.
What would you like first? This one?
Yeah, let's do this one
Or
first.
the TV? Okay.
So you're gonna have to be very careful with this, but
I'm gonna have you hold the box.
yes. So the box in itself is very nifty. This is the Magnavox Odyssey. It is the very first video game console ever made, back in like 1971, 1972. Before Pong consoles, in which I have a Pong console, which we could go get if we wanted to, but I don't want to right now. This is the shipping box it came in. You can even see like who it was shipped to, but it's snug in there.
Vacuum sealed.
Yeah, Magnavox Company, 1972. Made in the USA. The original game console. Okay, it's okay, Misty.
I hand you that. I'll go take this outside. Hello.
This is before the bottom of boxes were invented. And, yeah, you can see. It's old. It's heavy. It was built to last. Let me tell you a quick story to give you some context about all of the things you're about to see. So I went to Oak Ridge, Tennessee recently, which is where they built the bomb. Well, you know, if you saw Oppenheimer, you know that.
Those children's, they had a cancellation for next week.
That's awesome. Anyway, Sunny, hey! So there was a guy who lived in Oak Ridge, And he worked for Magnavox. Yes. And I don't know if he had worked on the bomb, or I think he must have, but anyway, at some point he worked for Magnavox. He ended up in Oak Ridge at any point, and he worked for Magnavox, working on the Odyssey and the subsequent consoles you're about to see. Thank you, Puz. Maybe. We'll see, Puz. And he had all this stuff because he worked on it, but he died, because he was old. And his son was like, I don't want this junk. So he just like dumped it at this video game store in Oak Ridge. And there was a lot of it. I did not even really scratch the surface of how much stuff there was. But I bought all of what you're about to see.
Do you want to open this box?
Yes. And so we're going to open this. And I'm going to explain what we've got here. So before this, all video games existed on supercomputers. And there were only like 3 or 4 of them. This is pre-Pong.
The 1970s tape, man.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, let's...
You want to set it on each of our knees?
Yeah.
Okay. No, hold on.
So, what makes this the first video game console, officially, is that it had interchangeable cartridges. Now, the interchangeable cartridges, they didn't... This was $500, but overall I paid $1,500 for everything, including the Wii games. It's worth about $3,000, $4,000, everything I bought. So, we're talking, I did good. Yeah. Lobster did good. Nope, not eBay time. So, here are these interchangeable, and everything works. They tested all of it. Everything works. These are the interchangeable, you got it?
I got it.
These are the interchangeable cartridges. They didn't sell separately from the Odyssey 1. And they have the exciting names of like 3... 6, 1, basically 1 through 6. Very descriptive names. Let me tell you about those overlays. Misty's looking at the overlays. So these are the original video game cartridges. Their names are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The OG games. Why does it come with Scotch tape? Yes, this is Scotch tape that's over 50 years old. Why do I have Scotch tape that's over 50 years old? Look at this. This is to plug it in. Look at that. That's nuts. Ashley! Hi, Ashley! These are the original video game cartridges, Ashley. This is game number 2. So, this is before graphics were invented. All this game did was project a dot onto the screen. It just projected a dot that would just move around freely. You had to make up your own rules. I'm not even joking. Here are the rules to all of the games. Games 1 through 6. Yeah. Now, back in 1971, TVs came in 2 sizes. It's like 9 inches and 14 inches or something like that. Puz is getting ahead of me. So here are what you would tape. That's why there's tape. You would tape these overlays. So it's all there. So this is like a skiing game. You really had to use your imagination. This is the very first horror game.
It looks
Haunted
like the
house.
Pink Panther's house out of a book.
Yeah, isn't that funny, Misty? Yeah, I mean, there's some educational games in here, I guess. Sort of educational. Misty's cracking up. Look at that. And, like, there were rules to these games. No, they don't stick on. They can stick onto the static electricity of the screen, but there's tape in here. I'll show you again, Poise. I don't think you saw it, because you think you came in. A space game.
I think that one's upside down.
Yeah, it's got quadrants and everything. There's a...
Oh, wow.
casino game. And a hockey game. They're stuck together. These have never been... I don't think these have ever been pulled apart. But yeah, I'm like afraid to pull them apart. Yeah, here's the hockey game. Hockey, the very first sports game was hockey. Is this nuts? The very first... Yeah, this is brand new. It may or may not. No reset run? No, sorry, Aniv. Yeah, that tape sure isn't going to be holding anything on. Here's a submarine game. Jamie! You've got your other original sports game.
Morning.
Art!
It's morning,
King Arcs
everyone.
just subscribed.
Today's the day. The sun is shining. The tank is clean, and we are getting out of.
I'm
The
sorry,
tank is
Art.
clean.
Oop.
The tank.
There we go. Got your other... This is Pong with graphics. When the Angry Video Game Nerd showed this one off, he made the dude have a penis. You can give the guy a penis. Because of the so-and-so graphics. The little dot. There's no rules. You know, it just floats around freely. And a cat and mouse maze game. Oh, it's upside down. Cat and mouse maze game. Yeah, those are all of the overlays. There's 12 of them, I believe. And they come in two sizes. So that was the smaller size. This is the exact same, but for the larger size. The Magnavox Odyssey did not sell super well because people thought it only worked on Magnavox televisions. But it worked on all televisions. It only sold about 100,000 units. Hang on, there's a lot of... when I say there's other stuff in here, there's a lot of other stuff in here. Like, they have, like, spinners and boards, poker chips. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to stream this. Dice. Batteries. There's batteries in here that do not work. Yeah, I mean, there's everything. Because they didn't know what video games were going to be. They thought that, you know, you had to have extra things to make the video game more interactive than it already was. Because it was 1971 or 72 or whatever I said. And, Again, I think Poise didn't see this, and a couple other people didn't see this. This is the tape. The original tape. That just cracks me up. Okay. So let's get this back in here, and I'll take the bottom. All right. So you're probably wondering what this bad boy looked like, and here's some more stuff. Here's some cards that go with like the haunted house game. Some Monopoly money to go with the casino game. Oh, I just popped out of that rubber band and it's never going back in that rubber band. Yeah, it's the coolest thing. Alright. There you go. Yeah, I think you set that on the floor. Or, yeah, the floor is probably the safest place for it. Alright, so what does it look like? It looks like a UFO, to be honest.
Black and tan is reminiscent of Atari for me.
Yeah, it's in great shape. And here's the number. They made about 3 million of them. Again, only 100,000 sold.
Want the power cord out to show them?
Yeah. And then I think that should probably actually, yeah, I don't know. These are the controllers. They're identical. There's a reset button and a vertical dial and a horizontal dial. And I don't know why it says English on it, but it does. It do say English. But you can control horizontal and English. Horizontal and English. You can control English, horizontal and vertical, and reset. And yeah. And that's what you got. That's what it came with, and it cost, I think the equivalent of about $1,500, which is what it costs now. If you can find one in the same shape as mine on eBay, there's one other one, and that's what that costs in the same shape. Yeah. So that's the first one.
Will you lift up the console itself for me so I can put the cords underneath?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just a second here.
Sorry, my bad.
That's alright. Okay, go ahead.
Just nuts. So
There's your haunted house card.
the haunted house card, yeah.
And money.
Yeah, haunted house card money. Yeah, I got it. So there's, but wait, there's more. Yeah. There's not just an Odyssey 1.
Which one do you want?
Yeah, let's do the voice and the Odyssey 2 next. So, the Odyssey 1 was kind of a flop, but not enough that they didn't make an Odyssey 2. And the Odyssey 2 had a voice extension to it. We'll do the voice first. This thing did not sell well, but yet there were 3 of them at that video game store. You type, it talks, realistic game effects, help, educational games. It overselling it. It did not make the most realistic noises. Let's see. I have not opened this, but it is complete. I know it's complete. Let's try it. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Very delicate, though. All this is delicate.
Well, it's like how old? 50 years?
Yeah,
I mean,
50 years old, yeah.
older than me, and I'm pretty delicate.
Yeah, I'm not even 50 years old. I'm delicate AF. So,
Papers.
instructions.
More papers.
More instructions.
A warranty card.
Warranty card. I better send this in. Alright.
And do you want these off? Yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Definitely don't want to drop that. I'm going to keep it in the plastic. But basically, well, I guess not. You don't necessarily have to keep it in the plastic. Basically, this is the Odyssey voice. So it plugged into the top of the Odyssey 2, which we'll get to in a minute. As you can see, it's got like a little plug there. And the Odyssey 2 also took cartridges. And it's got like a little volume slider, and it synthesized voice. Sort of. It tried. It really did. But it was not the greatest at it. And it could do music as well. And it was the very first TTS kind of thing. I mean, it didn't do text-to-speech. But it was the very first synthesizer for voice of any sort of thing of this type. So, very ahead of its time. Very ahead of its time. I think this is like 74, 75. Very ahead of its time. Very bad.
But we wouldn't have what we have today.
We wouldn't have what we had today. You know, we wouldn't have Brian. We wouldn't have Joanna. You know, so we probably wouldn't have a Niv even.
This
So
is sealed shut. It's the cord.
This is the cord. Yeah, we don't need to show off the cord. All right, SDG. Slow. You're slow, Aniv. I'll slow you. Aniv always with the bangers. It's gonna be hard to squeeze that back in there. The styrofoam's so delicate, even.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Oh, it went back in easier than I thought. So let's do the Odyssey 2, and then we'll show off the Odyssey 2 games.
Okay.
So this I also haven't opened, and I've never actually seen an Odyssey 2. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know much about the Odyssey 2. Let's show off the box.
Yeah.
Much more colorful. Much more, you know, customer oriented, I would say. And I know almost next to nothing about this console, except it did have cartridges that sold in stores. It was more concurrent with, we're talking about like Atari 2600 era, we're talking Intellivision, ColecoVision era, and it did not do well against those consoles. So, and this is after the bottom of a box had been invented. Okay.
I guess it's a hinge box.
Yeah. Okay, it's a hinge box. Yeah.
We're getting fancier.
Fancy. Oh, it came with a game.
It
It maybe had the first pack-in game. I don't know about that, but that's cool. I'm scared. Okay. Okay. All sorts of warranty information. We don't need to show off the warranty cards and stuff.
I'm gonna take that end off.
We're just gonna show off the console and the pack-in game, I guess.
Oh, and a controller too.
It's basically like going for a computer type situation.
Alright.
Yeah. I think this one wanted to be a computer.
It looks like an old typewriter to me.
Yeah. It's light. Feel this.
It really is light.
So this is the Odyssey 2. It wants to be like a... Yeah, it's
Morning.
Thank you.
It's morning,
HV
everyone.
Daedalus just
Today's
subscribed.
the day.
I came
The
to the
sun
right
is
place,
shining,
Pops.
The tank is clean, and we are getting out of... The tank is clean. The tank is clean!
The printer isn't awake. I thought something was off. It didn't print for King Art. I'll see if it prints King Arts and see if it prints HVs now. Yeah, it's like a typewriter, like an old typewriter or a computer. And welcome, HV. You can see where you slot in the game, power button and everything. It's very complex. It's needlessly complex for this era. I can see why it didn't do very well. Very light. I'd say it probably weighs, what, 5 pounds maybe?
If that.
If that, yeah. So what game do we... Oh, yes, and... Okay. Let's switch. The controllers are hardwired, so that sucks. This is almost like Atari. If you can't do taxes on it, are you really gaming? Pwas says. Yeah. Okay. I can see them. I can see your messages. HU, what happened? Okay. Yeah, this is a good controller though. I like this controller. It's a little stiff, but it's responsive. It's maybe a little more stiff than an Atari controller. It's maybe just because it's brand new. An action button, it's literally the Atari controller, but a little more stiff. Not bad. And then it came with... Oh, I can't even open this and like show it to you because it's taped shut and I don't want to untape it. But Speedway, Spin Out, and Crypto Logic triple pack.
It's really shiny and bright. Like those colors.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not gonna put it back.
We'll put it back later. Put it back in a little bit. Had to reload Twitch mobile. I hate when that happens. Yes, I do know how that is. I will fix the printers being a butt, so we'll fix the printer after stream, after Misty leaves. I will print out everybody's stickers after stream. I'm sorry, guys. No, the games. Because those are Odyssey 2 games. So we have S-Dragon, hey! So we have some this goes with...
Was it this one?
Yeah.
Or was it...
It's that one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's that one.
I think it's the voice. Yeah, it's the voice.
Oh,
so,
my bad.
That's okay.
So we have some Odyssey 2 cartridges. And it's very interesting. They open this way. Like this, like books. And they have handles. So you can carry them or pull them out easily. Very funny. So I have like probably, what, 2 dozen of these? Something like that. This one's taped shut. This one was taped shut and now it's not. Yeah. They all have handles. I don't have to show off every single one of them because I don't think any of these games mean anything to anybody. This one is for the Odyssey voice. It's blue. So if by some miracle I managed to get this working on stream, you guys could hear it. But this one is called Sid the Spellbinder, and it makes noise. All of these games are complete. I'm just going to show you how many I have.
You type by type.
There,
That's
maybe
it
not
for-
2 dozen, maybe a dozen. And then the more interesting ones. Okay.
take that.
Yeah, take that.
Okay.
That's okay. The more interesting ones. Alright, HV, you take that call. The more interesting ones, I have 4 of these. These are also Odyssey 2 games. But again, this was still the era where they were trying to figure out what a video game meant. So we have 4 or 5 of these? 5
3.
of these? 3?
I don't know. Is this one?
This is one. This is one.
Okay, so 3 of those.
3. Okay, I have several of these. I don't know how many. So this is when they were trying to figure out what video games were. And so we have like 3 of these. And they look almost like D&D things. But they are actually, like, you open them up and they open up like this, and they have like inside box art and the cartridge, of course. But then there's like materials that go along with them, just like the Odyssey one. So they each have different inside materials. Because they weren't sure what video games were yet. They were like, I did not. But yeah, they weren't sure what video games were at the time. So they were like, video games can be anything. And I think that's kind of amazing, you know? It's sort of sad, almost, that video games all turned into this one analogous, you know, like one homogenous mold, when, you know, there was such creativity at the beginning. Okay, last thing, and then we'll show off the TV. Could you put that in the Discord, HV? Because I'm not going to be looking at the stream real quick. So, oh yes, let's, okay. This is, I don't even know what year this was.
Odyssey.
This, I don't
1976 from over here.
1976, yeah. That's what I see too. 1976, so this was the Odyssey 500. And this was just this is more like a Pong console than than the other two. This was just a situation where you didn't have any cartridges. It was all built in to the system. It had games built in, and what you got on this was what you would play. So, but it had several different games on it. And if you don't understand the idea of a Pong console, it was sort of a system that would play with 1 to maybe 3 or 4 games, all based around Pong. But this one did sports game rules. It looks like it did like hockey and soccer and stuff. Yeah, this is like an RF modulator. Remember those?
Put it on channel 3.
Yeah. Be sure to turn to channel 3. If it doesn't work on channel 3, try channel 4. Yeah. So this is everything's all built into one thing. You've got all your controls on the thing, and everybody has to huddle around it. And, yeah. You switch between games on the deck, and just switch between modes. And that's the Odyssey 500, and they probably picked 500 because it's a cool sounding number, to be honest.
Actually, I know something.
What?
They had the Odyssey 300 and the Odyssey 400, and the Odyssey 500 was the deluxe edition.
Oh, the Odyssey 500 is the deluxe edition.
And it made several crucial improvements over the 400.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
I just learned that from Google.
Wow.
Because
Misty
looked
Googled
up when
it.
it came out.
Misty Googled. That's very cool. So, all right. So, and like, I love how it's like got that fake wood grain. I mean, it's very 70s. So yes. We'll put this back in a minute. And then we'll show off the TV. So the TV is like a early to mid 70s TV. I paid more for the TV than I should have. Is it heavy? Can you show this off? Or so, presenting Misty. This is the TV. It's got a knob. It's got knobs for the channel and the volume. It's a Panasonic. You got all your knobs down here as well, and no remote. The kids got to get up and change the channel, not the adult. Yeah. Yes. All right.
Oh, your HDMI. I mean,
the HDMI cable fell down. Crystal says that definitely needs to be displayed somewhere. I agree. We'll display all this stuff. Apparently, Rare had a hand in Sea of Thieves. Yes, and if Rare made Sea of Thieves. Anyway, so that was that, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a marathon. If you missed that, we're gonna put that on YouTube, or I'm gonna put that on YouTube later. But yeah, we have a lot to do, but Misty was helping me today, and shout outs to Misty. And it being Captain Obvious, right? But that stuff is like I need two hands for, so Misty was available, and I didn't want to like drop anything because it's fragile. Fragile.
Must be Italian.
Yes, so we're gonna head out. I appreciate everyone. Let's see who we shall raid. Let's raid 2-player. I don't raid 2-player very often. I'm not gonna be available. But here is the raid message if you're not subbed. The raid message if you are subbed. Tell 2-player I said hi. Let him know what all I did, but I'm not gonna be able to join. Tell him thanks for hosting, you guys. Be nice to 2-player. Oh, he has follower subscriber only chat. I don't know if he knows that. He may have that on for some reason, but you should follow 2-player. Alright. Bye, guys. Much love and hugs.